house built in St. George, Utah. So hopefully I get to move there sooner than later, all depending on how, this world keeps spinning. So other than that, I am a complete nerd. Not sure if you got any Naruto fans out there. Got to stay true to myself here. Complete nerd, huge comic book fan. Blah blah blah. Affiliate marketing wise, I've actually been in the WordPress industry for 11 years starting January. Wow. So I didn't realize I was getting old so fast, but 11 years, long time. I have bounced from every position in the industry you can imagine, from billing to sales to marketing to design to development, whole 9 yards. And about 4 or 5 years ago is when I landed on affiliate marketing. And I've actually been very interested in affiliate marketing since I was 16. And that's, when the whole concept of working online was still considered weird. Not 2020. Now everybody works online and it's the norm. And so past so many years, I've been doing a lot of research. I worked for a lot of different big companies in the industry, many large hosting companies, gone from massive corporate to tiny startup companies. So huge variety in the affiliate side of things. So I've been able to get my feet wet in every aspect of the affiliate marketing, as you can imagine. And so long story short, after doing that for so many years for other companies, I'm like, I think I can get this to run a bit more smooth than it's been going on over the past 10, 15 years within WordPress. And so about 2-3 years ago is when I started aisforaffiliate.com. And that's where we build out affiliate programs for all kinds of WordPress based companies. And that's the short of a very long answer.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
Okay,
it's a beautiful summary. I love it.
Yeah, good.
So we have collected from our audience some questions
Awesome.
about, I just left it open as affiliates. I didn't say affiliate marketing. I didn't say affiliate programs. I just want to let people run with this. So let's just dive into the first question and I'll let you run with it. So the first question that we got in: do you think that affiliate programs make it harder for potential customers to get genuine information about a company if the company's reviewers are all earning affiliate revenue?
I get that question a lot, actually. Yes, unfortunately, it can be. That's kind of a gray area, because one practice I always stress with new affiliate marketers, so the actual individual promoting the product, is don't promote a product you don't personally use or you don't personally trust, because of that very reason. I mean, so many people out there they're trying to find products to provide a solution to a problem that they're having. And if all they're getting is just a bunch of random noise and a bunch of random information from people that are just trying to make a quick buck, it's not helping anybody. And so that's a big thing that AisForAffiliate does, is when we manage affiliate programs, we actually do go to the affiliates directly and give advice. And we do A/B testing with all the different articles that they put out. If they're a YouTuber, it's just a matter of saying, okay, present it in this way. We want to make sure it's unbiased. And then one of the very super popular things to do is have it in a comparison article, right? You do want to provide as much information as possible. And so if you're trying to push a specific product, doesn't really matter what it is within the WordPress industry, try to do a comparison, right? Show that you've done your research. Don't just say, hey, this one's great because these guys provide me the biggest commission. Unfortunately, that is a thing in the industry. I'm very familiar with which companies pay what to affiliates. And so it can easily be biased. So come in full circle, definitely do your research. Don't promote a product that isn't something you wouldn't personally use or aren't currently using. And make sure that you keep the scope of what you're promoting on your website more narrow. Don't do a massive wide net. Otherwise, Google's watching. So they'll know if you're just they'll know if you're just spamming a ton of information just to make a quick buck. So just have integrity in what you do.
I love that. Yeah, Google is watching in more ways than one, right?
And we all know it.
But yeah, I love that question. I think that's always something
Yeah.
I've worried about affiliates is like when I see someone has an affiliate code, it's like, oh, well, now do I believe you that you really
Yeah.
love this product, or is it because you're making money from it? So
Yep.
yeah, I guess it's a kind of a fine line to walk, but as long as you have that integrity at forefront of it.
Yeah. I mean, one other thing to bring up would be if you are a consumer looking for a product and you land on an affiliate link, go review the actual company, right? So if the company, like in hosting, for example, you got the NPS score. It's basically customer satisfaction score. If they have a high score, then that means that the industry does actually love them. So this affiliate that's promoting this product is doing a good job because everybody does love them. So just cross-reference the the affiliate links that you're seeing with actual reviews of the product in the company.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, let's shift into the next question. What should your affiliate program website or landing page on your website always have? So I guess like if you had to have a checklist of like all the things that you should have on your first affiliate program landing page, what are those things?
The basically the rules of it. So what the commission is,
Mhm.
obviously commissions can range from a percentage to actual flat fee. If it's recurring or not, that's important. The type of affiliate management software you use. There are so many out there. So like affiliate WP, for example, that is an affiliate or a WordPress based affiliate program. Then you've got ShareSell, which is one of the longest running ones. Then you got Impact. The list goes on and on. So just provide as much information as you can in a short, concise, honestly, bullet point. And then do not forget to have a call to action button. I know that sounds stupid, but you would be surprised on how many programs I've got in and like just did some consulting on. I'm like, where's your sign up button? So make sure you have a sign up link in there. And then also make sure that you have put together a list of rules that your affiliates need to follow and provide a link. You don't have to have it listed out on that landing page, but it's kind of like a terms and conditions type thing for your website or like a privacy policy. Have it be your affiliate rules and regulations, however you want to call it. And then within there, say, you can't bid on brand keywords. You can't, be sharing coupons you don't have explicit permission for, things like that. And so that way, if an affiliate comes back and says, well, you didn't give me this information, you are protected. You're like, no, this is here. It is your responsibility to, be educated on it.
Is that something that you would potentially have them like sign to acknowledge that they have, agreed to those things, or is it a little less formal than that?
It's on the website itself. It's less formal because it's like a privacy policy page. People that visit websites don't go in and check a box saying that they read it. However, when they sign up to the affiliate program in the actual system, again, ShareSell, Impact, any of those, when they actually agree to being a part of that program, they are agreeing to the terms and conditions there.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. The next question that we got, I thought was actually kind of sweet. Like I haven't had someone ask a question like this. They basically just asked, how did you find this to be your calling? Like, how did you come to, I mean, you mentioned that you've been into affiliates since you were a teenager. Maybe, just kind of tell us how you found yourself here in this very specific business.
Oh, that's a good question. Back when I was 16, funny enough, I come from a big family. And it was growing up, I always saw that it was hard for my parents to be with all of us kids because they had to work, at one point I had one parent that was working multiple jobs. And then the other one, my mother, she was in school and working full time. So it was difficult to be with the kids. And so of course we all hated that. We just wanted to be with our parents. And so when I was 16-ish, I'm like, you know what? I need to figure out a way in order to honestly be a stay-at-home mom. That's all I ever cared about. But obviously you can't go through this life without making money, unfortunately. So over the past 10, 11 years, I very blessed to honestly, WordPress industry fell into my lap in a very scary, interesting way. I was actually homeless for like 2 months based off of really stupid choices on my part. And right when I was figuring out okay, this is enough, I need to pick my life up, my older sister had introduced me to the hosting company that she worked at. And just so happened that they'd been hiring. And my mother is a software engineer, so I grew up around computers. I was very familiar with it. Again, I'm a nerd. So I was familiar with computers. I'm like, all right, sure, I'll test this out. And that was 11 years ago. So I started at that hosting company. And then as time progressed, I kind of bounced, like I said, from department to department in all these different companies. And then I found affiliate marketing, and it's a lot of people have a very interesting view on what affiliate marketing is. They automatically assume it's like MLM, right? Multi-level marketing or a scam or things like that. But they don't realize affiliate marketing is the original form of marketing ever. I mean, car salesmen, they are affiliate marketers, like by definition. Athletes, they're affiliate marketers by definition. And so affiliate marketing's been around long before the internet. And so when I landed on that, it's like, this is a very interesting combination of sales, marketing, like design. Like it just kind of is a conglomerate of all these different departments. And I'm a social butterfly, so I have to be talking with people. Ironically, I actually don't like sales because I don't do good off of commissions, again, ironically, because affiliate's all about commission, but this one is more about relationships. And so after building so many affiliate programs, I've realized that, wow, this is a really good way to not only help people learn how to make a legitimate, honest living at home, but I can be home with my baby, right? And so now, 11 years later, here I am. I mean, put 2020 aside, like pretend that this didn't happen.
Let's all pretend that didn't happen.
Right. Let's ignore that. But I've been working from home for 4 years now. So, I've been able to be with my baby 24/7. And that is just such a major blessing to me. So affiliate marketing I'll probably never do anything else. I really don't see myself doing anything else.
I love that. That's amazing. Yeah. That's such a beautiful story. And there's so many like WordPress stories like that in general, right? Where it's like, I was in this awful place and then WordPress came and like, I mean, I have a very similar story. I was never homeless, but I have a very similar kind of story where I was like not in a great place. And then suddenly WordPress came, So totally. I think that is probably really heartwarming for a lot of people to hear and inspiring for a lot of people to hear. Let's move to the next question. We're moving through these quickly. You talked a little bit about this already, but let's dive a little bit deeper. What are some effective ways to support your affiliates in order to help them be more successful? So, right, like after somebody joins on with you, how do you make sure that they're actually succeeding and selling and not just like sitting around?
So an affiliate marketing manager, so pretend I was your affiliate marketing manager managing your program. My primary job, 80% of my time, is a matter of communicating with existing affiliates. A lot of time the biggest hurdle I get with finding new or talking with new clients is they expect it to happen overnight, right? They kind of expect, oh, sweet, I have an affiliate program now, I'm going to start raking all the money. It doesn't work like that. Affiliate marketing is so much more marketing than it is sales, that it takes on average 3 to 6 months before you even see a penny. That's just a fact. And it transcends products. I mean, again, I've done from hosting to plugins to themes to literally anything you can manage, including services, affiliate programs. And it's the same across the board. 3 to 6 months is before you even see a penny come in. And the reason for that is you have to be working with these affiliates. You have to be communicating with them constantly. You have to be looking at their websites and going through, hey, this is actually a good spot in this blog to mention us organically. They should put a banner here on this page that points to that review, all kinds of things. And then even after that is live, keep in mind, again, this is marketing, meaning SEO. And anybody that understands SEO, if you do true SEO, it's organic. And again, that takes 3 to 6 months. That's why it's all around that same time frame. And so do not forget your existing affiliates. People easily get into this mindset of, oh, the more I have, the better. Let's just make as big of a fish tank as we possibly can. And then everybody's going to be promoting this. You got to focus on quality versus quantity, because you very easily can fall into that trap of just getting those affiliates that we were talking about at the very beginning, the ones that aren't trustworthy, the ones that actually will hurt your brand's reputation. So you gotta take it slow, and trust me, if you just take it slow for those first 6 months and then build your way up the following 6 months, that whole first year, after that it's like exponential growth. It's insane. Like, it's not, affiliate marketing isn't a steady growth like you see with most what do you call it, like systems like sales or even in marketing, things like that. It goes whoop, like it is insane. Like it's ridiculous. I've seen programs within 2 years go from 0 to 50 grand a month.
Wow.
So it's off of something that's a small product. We're not talking like the big services or hosting products. I'm talking just a small product. And so you just have to focus on quality constantly. If your affiliate managers are not reaching out to your affiliates all the time, you need to get a new affiliate manager. So that's a snippet of, oh my gosh, I could go on forever about that question.
Well, to kind of branch off of that, you talked about, like, we said multiple times, right? Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
What are some red flags for you? Like, what are some red flags that people should keep in mind when they're looking to start partnering with an affiliate? I was talking to somebody the other day about when you first start most services and you're taking on clients, right? You start to learn to trust your gut. You start to look for those red flags of like, this is not a good fit for me. What are some of those red flag gut feeling moments that people should look out for?
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is coupon sites. Just don't work with coupon sites. Granted, there's a few, very, very few exceptions. I'm not even going to dive into that because that just gets complicated. But if you see a coupon site, most likely just don't even bother. Don't accept it, because most brands, regardless if you provide coupons, like you can provide coupons to trusted affiliates where it's a dedicated coupon to them and their audience. That's just fine. That's very common. The problem with coupon sites is they don't do any work. They don't actually talk about your product. All they're doing is finding coupons on other people's, like other affiliates' pages who actually wrote a review, who are doing comparison charts, who are actually doing the research into trying to show that your product is high quality. And the coupon sites take that click. It's all about cookies and tracking and all that. And so naturally consumers go out looking for the best deal. So what do? Brand, whatever your brand is, coupon. And they type that in. And so what are they going to find? They're going to land on a ton of coupon sites. And they're going to take the quality from existing affiliates. Wow. And then one thing I see all the time is people will land on an affiliate's website. They read the article. They find that they do trust the brand or the product. They're like, yep, I want that. The next thing they do is brand coupon, right? So they go search for the coupon. So now what happens when you're looking at the tracking history, like the clicks that are going through, it was the affiliate site and then the coupon site who gets paid out. It's typically the last click. So that coupon site is getting a commission for no work. It's cheating, literally. I don't know how else to explain it. Again, there's a couple coupon sites out there that I do trust over so many years of working with them, but it's like three to maybe 5. So that would be, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, red flag. Don't do a coupon site. Other things would be make sure it's within your niche, right? So I'll speak to WP Buffs because you and I both, we work for them, so we understand it. It's support services in WordPress. It wouldn't make sense for a website talking about plumbing supplies to be marketing. I mean, I guess it could, because if they're a WordPress based company or website, that they could use WP Buffs. But you see what I mean? Like, make sure it's within, it needs to be within your niche, because it needs to be an organic, call it a conversion. You got a consumer out there that's looking for a solution. They land on these websites that naturally make sense to have this content. And then they convert their mind into choosing to buy that product. And again, Google's watching. So if these affiliates are promoting your product on a website that doesn't fit your niche, Google sees that as a red flag. They see it as spam. So you get deemed for that. You actually can get in trouble with Google for that. So
wow.
Okay, red flags I could go on and on for. So stop me.
No, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Go on and on.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, just so we can move on to these other questions. Red flags wise, if you have affiliates that are very demanding, that's common. Keep that in mind. Demanding affiliates can be common. So make sure that you're working with people that fit with your brand's quality, right? I've had so many times in the past where an affiliate just, frankly, they didn't fit, call it the personality type of the company, and it was just better to just let them go because it was causing too many headaches. It's not, in the long run, that affiliate sending you in a few sales a month is not worth your reputation. Just let them go. Obviously, try not to burn any bridges, but do it as kindly as you can and move on. Don't try to keep absolutely everybody you can. It's just going to cause headaches.
Again, quality over quantity.
Yep. And patience.
And patience.
Yeah. Patience. So much patience.
So like, how do you I have a decent amount of experience selling a service to somebody else, right? How do you convince somebody that they should pay you for 3 to 6 months worth of work when you can tell them you're not really going to see any results up front? Like, how do you, as a business owner, overcome that challenge?
Case studies, frankly, that's my go-to. I have kind of, you can call it a 90-day plan. Obviously, the first 3 months is, okay, we have to set up your affiliate program. We have to build your affiliate program pages. We have to do your design work. We have to do your content. So the first 3 months, honestly, isn't that hard because that's a matter of building the program. You can't sell a program if you don't have a program, right? And so obviously throughout those first 3 months, you're still, me as the affiliate manager, I'm still reaching out to my network of affiliates and telling them, hey, there's this new affiliate program happening with this brand. You should check them out. So they're still getting familiar with what's come in. And then after that 3 months, the next, 4, 5, 6 months, that's where you really start pushing, getting more affiliates. And so when it comes to pitching it to new clients, really, it's just a matter of, look, this is marketing. I'm sure you've done SEO. I'm sure you've seen how SEO has to take time and grow organically. It's no different. So, I mean, between the case studies and them just seeing my history and my background, obviously I have to prove that I know what I'm doing. Between that, it's kind of a leap of faith. I'm not going to lie, and so it's just a matter of my reputation, the programs I've built in the past. And so they can see that, okay, between all these different types of products, they all reacted the same. So that means that the system that they use is pretty good. I mean, it's transcending niche, right? It's working across the board. So that means that there's a very good chance it would work for mine too. Yeah. So that's just kind of the approach.
That makes total sense. Yeah. We did touch on this a little bit already too, but let's dive deeper into it. What tools do you recommend I'm going to ask for building these programs. The question was for creating affiliate links that provide data. So we could definitely couch that in, but let's just go through some tools. Like, what are your favorite tools when you are building out these sorts of programs?
So obviously first tool would be your affiliate tracking software. Again, the ShareSell Impact, whichever one you use, there's so many out there. Depending on how large your website is would help determine which one you use. For example, Impact is more for the, massive corporate because they're expensive. They're not cheap at all, but their tracking is better. But then you've got ShareSell. Okay, I love ShareSell / really hate ShareSell. It's this massive love-hate relationship because ShareSell has been around much longer than most. So their merchant database is huge, right? So especially in the WordPress industry, if you are a startup company, I still recommend ShareSell because it is more cost effective. their merchant database is massive. Every affiliate marketer in the WordPress industry is already a part of ShareSell. So you don't have to worry about getting them to join another one. And then as you grow, then you can start moving on to other softwares. Really what it comes down to is the software tracking properly? That whole map we were talking about of, okay, it landed on the affiliates page, then went to a coupon site. You know what I mean? It's tracking that individual went. So long as it does that, you're fine. That is the most important thing, is tracking clicks and then obviously conversions. So outside of the affiliate software, stuff that I use constantly would be your standard Google Sheets, Google Docs, all those kind of things. So you can start providing information to your affiliates. One thing that I use constantly would be SketchUp, because I use Mac. So SketchUp's like a Photoshop, right? Because I actually build a lot of or design a lot of the banners, or I help adjust logos a little bit, or do co-branded pages, things like that. Other than, co-branded pages, we use Unbounce a lot. That one helps you build very quickly co-branded pages. And what I mean by a co-branded page is when a consumer lands on affiliate's website and the affiliate suggests going to WP Buffs, for example, they click on that link. But what does it do? Instead of it going straight to WP Buffs homepage, it goes to a landing page, which is actually co-branded. So you see the affiliates logo right next to WP Buffs logo. So it helps with trust, right? And then within that page, you can help discuss why you recommend WP Buffs, why they're still the best. And it just kind of builds that relationship and that rapport there. So tools, that's a short list. Obviously, use what makes the most sense for you. I have used a lot of CRMs, for example, to track different leads. In an affiliate program, you're going to end up having a list of leads that's like this big, and then affiliate list that's this big. So you got to always go back to that leads list. I just keep it in Google Sheets. After all the different things that I've used, Google Sheets is just the easiest. And you can have a running list of like, okay, I reached out to this person on this date, and this is the third reach out. Typically, I only go up to 5. Otherwise, you are spamming them and they're not going to like your brand. So you got to kind of be nice. Like, don't be annoying. But yeah, keep it as simple as you possibly can, because you're going to have to try to juggle a lot of information. So narrow it down to what makes the most sense for what your product and what your brand is already doing. Don't try to add work to what you're already doing.
For sure. Alrighty. What is the biggest misconception about affiliate marketing? Or I would even turn that into like, what is one thing that you wish when you start working with a new person? What's the one thing you wish that they just already knew or didn't already believe when they come to you?
That there's 2 things. One, that it's a scam, like it's an MLM, right? Multi-level marketing. It is unfortunately, because of the people out there that are not quality affiliates, they have ruined. It's kind of like a bad taste in your mouth when you hear affiliate marketing. At least in other industries, WordPress is doing very well. Most affiliates in the WordPress industry love it because as a community, I mean, I'm sure you've noticed the WordPress community is incredible. Like everybody's always looking out for each other.
There's a lot of trust in this community as well. Not a lot of competition between competing companies. Right. Yeah, I definitely see that.
And so because of that, since everybody's supporting one another, affiliates in this industry they're not hard to sell. You just have to make sure that the product that you're presenting to them is quality. And there's going to be a chance that they're probably already promoting a product similar to yours. So the way you would approach them would be, look, I am not telling you to stop promoting them, because it's good to have comparisons. Like, it actually benefits both of those companies to be on the same article, because it shows that affiliate isn't so biased, right? So the consumer can make their own choice. And so like outside of that, again, the MLM, that's kind of the hurdle, is showing them that no, this is legitimate. It's not a scam. It's not like, I'm sure you've seen those guys on those YouTube little ads at the beginning of whatever videos, like, and he's got his Lamborghini behind him, and they're actually talking about affiliate marketing, doing it with eBay and Amazon. That's a very common thing. Just ignore that. It is not true. It is a scam. It is a scam. It's a scam, which ties into that other thing I already said of it takes time. This is not a get rich quick scheme. I mean, the top affiliates, especially in the WordPress industry, they've been at this for 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have the patience for this, don't do it. It's not going to be something that you can make money right away. As the actual affiliate, I mean, the company, I'm not gonna lie, the companies make money way faster than the affiliate does, because the company does have so many hundreds to maybe a couple thousand good affiliates that are promoting their products. So they're having that big funnel bring in money. But as the individual, you have to work a lot harder and a lot longer in order to bring in a quality income. But obviously there's tips and tricks to do that. For example, don't promote just one product. You're not going to make a living off of that.
Do people really try to do that? Or they're just like, I'm just going to be an affiliate for one product?
And props to them. I mean, but it's just more of you
might as well get a job with that company.
Right. And so, but they kind of take it to the point of me saying, don't spread your net too wide. They take that like so literally that they stick to one or two products. And I mean, I appreciate that they're trying to have that quality there. But if you as an affiliate are trying to make an income, sell a package. It's the best way I can explain it, right? So if you're a mom blog trying to teach people how to start a mom blog, what can you promote? Everything. Like you could do caching performance, hosting, image compression, services. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. And so these top affiliates in the WordPress industry, they're promoting probably 50 to 100 products. And so when you're sending in, or when you're promoting that many products, that again, quality, you've used them or you highly recommend them, right? Now you're getting multiple streams of revenue. That's how you're going to start making a decent living with this. And the average individual, you'll probably make about $1,000 a month, couple $1,000 a month for the first maybe couple years. It's not a full-time job yet. Like you've got to be patient with it. That's just, those would probably be I've listed quite a few actually misconceptions about affiliate marketing. But
super helpful.
Yeah, it just comes down, honestly, it's patience and quality. Just have integrity. Have integrity in what you do, you'll be fine.
That's a pretty fantastic universal advice. I mean, I always think about, like, personally, my window into affiliate marketing was like, I'm really into like skincare. And so I watch a lot of like beauty bloggers who talk about makeup and stuff. And like what you said about packages makes total sense because like those girls, sometimes men, but usually girls, it's like, if you want a full face of makeup, they've got an affiliate code for every single inch of your face. You know, they're not just pushing one. There's a whole slew of things. And that makes sense. That seems like a good business decision where it's like, I could buy a full face of Alexis recommended products. And how much money does Alexis get? A lot. You know, that makes total sense.
There you go. It's a win-win-win.
Totally. Alrighty. We are down to our last question. And so what I try to do a lot in these, you're my fourth guest for the WPAMA. And what I've decided to do for every guest is do a little bit of internet stalking and ask a question that is very specific to you and maybe something that people don't know about you. So you kind of called my bluff at the beginning by mentioning your comic book interests. But my final question for you is, what superhero would you love to build an affiliate program for?
Oh, that's hard. I would have to say, I've probably the three. Can I give you three?
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I would say Batman, Wonder Woman, and Iron Man.
See, Iron Man came to me first.
Oh yeah, Iron Man. He was my bro from the beginning. Funny enough, back before my really stupid days, I actually went to the University of Utah. I ran track and cross country for them. And I went into robotics engineering because there's actually a company in Utah that they call it the Iron Man suit. And they've got multiple prototypes for soldiers. And I'm like, I'm so going to build an Iron Man suit. obviously that didn't happen. I'm not a robotics engineer at all. Here I am, 11 years later.
That's
But
so cool.
yeah, so I would say Iron Man, Batman, and Wonder Woman for sure.
Yeah, I didn't even think about Batman. It makes total sense because he has all the swag. He has all the tech. He has all the stuff that he's invented.
Batman and
Absolutely.
Iron Man are the same, just in different universes. So
yeah, and with polar opposite personalities.
I love it. It's so good.
Well, that is awesome. I
That's
love
a good question.
Thank you.
I love that.
Alrighty, well, we are at the end of our list of questions, so we're gonna sign off here. Alexis, thank you so much. This was an absolute pleasure. I learned a whole lot. And actually, if people watching did not know, Alexis is going to be one of our speakers at the WPAMA Virtual Summit next week. I'm so excited. I'm going to be the host, so you will see us again in this very similar split screen format very soon. Alexis, where can people find you or get in touch with you if they have more questions about affiliates?
Yep, best place would be aisforaffiliate.com. Obviously, there's a contact form on there, and we can get back to you immediately on there. I'm not going to lie, I'm terrible with social media, but we are on Twitter, aisforaffiliate on Twitter. So, yeah, that would probably be the best two spots.
Absolutely. Awesome. Alrighty. So before we sign off, it's time to pick our random giveaway winner. And through the magic of the random number generator, this week's winner is Anish. ANISH. So congratulations, Anish. I will email you at the email address that you provided so that you can grab your prize. And yeah, we will see you next week. Please make sure to go to wp-ama-series. Sign up there, get early access to the next speaker. Questions are first submitted, first asked. So if you are signed up, you get your questions in first. And if you want to find out more about us, go to wpbuffs.com. Find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter by searching for WP Buffs. Thank you again, Alexis. I will see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all, folks. Have a good one. Awesome. We are no longer live.